Rasslin, that's wrestling.
We just made the list. It's time for a top 5 list, simply so we can put a graphic out there and have you guys engage with it. Yes, we are graphic whores. Whatever, doesn't matter. I'm still gonna do the list. Number 5, your top 5 Hell in a Cell matches ever. Number 5, you know, a lot of people think Undertaker is the king of the Hell in a Cell match, and that might be true, but if he's the king, then Triple H is the queen? The prince? The co-king? The other king? He's the king of kings.
No.
Just the hand of the king?
The hand of the king.
I don't know if that doesn't sound right. If Undertaker is the head honcho of Hell in a Cell matches, what's second to honcho? If he's the president of... Yeah. Oh, he's the vice president. Okay. Number 5 is Triple H, Batista, Vengeance 2005. Triple H and Batista had a hell of a feud. And I'm not sure it has translated, it has stayed around like the Undertaker-Mankind feud or even the Triple H-Undertaker feud that we'll mention later. Vengeance 2005, Batista and Triple H beat the hell out of each other. And Triple H, one of the great, I'd say top 3 Hell in a Cell performers ever. I'd say number 2. I'd say he's over Foley. Foley was great, but I would say Triple H is more consistent and had more good Hell in a Cell matches. I'm almost sure he was in the second most. This time, WrestleMania 28. A lot of people don't like this match. I love it. WrestleMania 28, it was about the story. Shawn Michaels was the guest ref. They had been building this story for what? This was the finish of it. For 3 years. It was Shawn at 25, Shawn at 26, Triple H at 27. Couldn't beat Undertaker. Now they get in the Hell in a Cell. It's Undertaker, Triple H. Shawn Michaels has the greatest near fall of the streak. The streak that lasted 21 years. The greatest near fall of the streak is when Shawn Michaels snapped, super kicked him into a pedigree, and you thought, that's it. It wasn't it, but that was a great match. I love it. A lot of people don't love it. Number 3. What is 3?
Armageddon.
No, I meant how do you make the 3? What's the best 3?
I do love this.
Can you do this anymore?
No, sir.
Jeez Louise, this guy. Actually, I still do it. But if you turn around, I think it's okay.
I have no idea.
Is it the white power?
No.
No? Number 3, Armageddon 2000. It was Kurt Angle, Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Undertaker, and Rikishi. I believe that's from memory. I think I got it right. I don't think Jericho was in there, and I don't think... Yeah, I think I got it. I don't think Kane was in. Was Kane in there? Somebody tell me. I'm missing somebody. It was 6 of them, though, right?
6.
I know, but I feel like Kane...
Taker, Rock, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Triple H, Rikishi.
That's what I said. Yeah. And I actually, Rock had a great promo. One of his all-time promos was saying who I have to beat, and they did the Undertaker roll-up, and they did the... Yeah. Fantastic match. Armageddon 2000 was in Birmingham, Alabama. I could have gone to that, but I was very poor, so I didn't go. Armageddon 2000, number 3 Hell in a Cell match. Number 2. I know what it is. I'm building suspense. The first Hell in a Cell ever, Bad Blood 1997. Kane makes his debut. Undertaker pretty much legally murders Shawn Michaels inside the Hell in a Cell. Shawn Michaels ends up winning. One of the great iconic views of Shawn Michaels' career is getting carried out. He's a bloody mess, and he raises his hand in victory. That's fantastic. That's number 2. Technically, I think that's the greatest Hell in a Cell match of all time, but number 1 for the spectacle, and number 1, come on. Could it be anything else? It is, in fact, King of the Ring 98. It is, in fact, Mick Foley getting thrown off the cage. It is that match. Why? Because I don't know that another wrestling match has ever made me feel, watching live, what that one made me feel. I was literally standing up in my parents' house in 1998, June 98, King of the Ring. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't take it in. It was unbelievable. It made me feel emotions I didn't know wrestling could make you feel. And it is the greatest Hell in a Cell match of all time. King of the Ring 98, Mick Foley, Mankind, against The Undertaker.
A boss hit my line with an angry text saying something about B90X. I said wrestling.
We went on Twitter at Rasslin, and Instagram at Rasslin, and Snapchat at Rasslin, and MySpace at Rasslin, and anything else? What's the other hot? Facebook at Rasslin, and Grindr at Rasslin. Tinder and Grindr, right? We're on both. We're confused. We don't know which way we're going.
Just Grindr, I thought.
Just Grindr.
Yeah.
That's better. Yeah. I love pepper anyway. Whenever somebody comes over and says fresh pepper, I'm like, yeah, grind me, daddy. Anyway, we said hashtag Ask Wrestling, so you can ask me a question. Here we go. I've got 3 right here. They're written on these sheets of paper. Actually, they're typed on these pieces of paper.
that sound.
Don't look at me. Wash your ass. Joe Buono? What kind of name is Buono? B-U-O-N-O. Buono?
Italian.
Italian?
Yeah. Means
I
good.
thought that was Bueno.
Oh my God.
I'm going to call him Bueno. Joe Bueno. He's okay. Joe Buono. I hate that name. That's an awful name. Can we not fix that name? Joe Buono, 6'11". Do you think Bret Hart lost to Owen Hart at WrestleMania 10 on purpose to make his little brother feel good? Here's the thing, Joe. If I know anything about life, it's that little brothers always suck. They're awful. The big brother is always the alpha. He's the omega. He's everything. Little brothers are just gum off a big brother's shoe. So yeah, Owen probably won that match so Bret could make him feel good. Tassel his little hair and make him feel good. That wasn't a tassel. I think I fondled my hair. But he tasseled his little hair and he said, here, little brother, here's your little win. Little brothers suck. And I don't know, Joe Buono, if you have a little brother, but I bet he sucks. Don't you have a brother?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Joe.
Huh.
Yeah.
Weird. Michael Bucciarelli. What, did we do this exclusively in Italy today? Michael Bucciarelli. God, we got to get out of Jersey. You think Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair should main event night 1 over Ronda and Charlotte? I really, really do. I think it's a more interesting match. I think it'll be a better match. And I got to be honest right now because I'm nothing but honest to you folks. I'm not feeling Ronda. I'm sorry. I'm not really feeling her this time around. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm just used to Bianca and this. I don't know. But the badassiness of Ronda Rousey kind of went away a couple years ago. And now she doesn't seem to be this larger-than-life figure anymore. It seems like they're shoehorning her in. And I haven't been a Charlotte fan in a long time. You guys know that. But Bianca Becky, to me, is the biggest women's match they got this year. And I think the build will be better. I think the match will be better. And I think it should main event. I don't think it will. I think Ronda and Charlotte will probably main event night 1. And then night 2 will probably be Brock and Roman. But I could see Becky and Bianca opening night 2, or could open night 1. Remember last year, it was Drew and Bobby Lashley opening night 1. So they like to, it's almost like 4 main events. Brad Moore says, would it be a smart move to unify all the titles and have champions appear on both Raw and SmackDown? I understand why they have a belt for each network from a cash sense, but wouldn't entertainment-wise be better business to have one champ? Yeah, probably. I don't care. I don't care how many champs they got. If they got 9, I'll recognize 9. Like, Brock's great, Roman's great. If they unify it, great. I think that'll be fantastic, having one champ. But if you're going to, I don't know. I mentioned the Attitude Era earlier. They did just fine having Raw and SmackDown and having one champ just go into both shows. I don't know why we can't do that again. One's on Monday night, one's on Friday. It seems like we can get somebody there. So, yeah, why don't we do that? Yes, I think there should be one champ, one tag champ, one secondary champ, IC champ, one women's champ, and then a women's tag. That should be your 5 titles right there. There doesn't have to be anything else. We have voicemails?
Yes, we do.
Do they suck?
Nope.
All right.
At the tone, please record your message.
All right. It's your turn to call in the voicemails. The number is on the screen. And here we go. Voicemail number 1.
Hey, Brandon Walker! How you doing? Keep it moving! Oh, Brandon Walker. What? A lot of news going around. What? Well, old Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to be returning with an old fresh full can of whoop ass like you ain't never seen. Ooh, yeah. Brandon. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really high right now. I'm not talking about THC. Yeah, 'cause a lot of news going around. Yeah, wants to have a little indie corner. Yeah, Brandon, I noticed you got a little meth. You got a meth in your house. Now, Brandon, let me ask you something. Are you a fan of geography? Well, I got news for you, Brandon. I better hear monster coming to the old mile high. He'll be coming around the mountain when he comes. Brandon Walker's coming around the mountain when he comes. Oh yeah, he'll be coming around.
Was that it? They ended like that? Macho Man guy, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Since this program started a year and a half ago, you have been one of my most valued guys, maybe my most valued guy. You have been my champion. You have been the guy I wanted to push to the moon. You are the cornerstone of the Rasslin podcast. That being said, it's time that you get drug tested on a frequent basis. Because you said, "Oh, I'm high on something." No, you're high on something, all right. You're high as giraffe tits, man. I don't know what that was. I don't understand what that was. I think you've taken the gimmick a little bit too far. It's time to pull back. It is time to pull back. You're no longer Hulk Hogan in '88 on top of the world. You're Hulk Hogan against the Dungeon of Doom, wrestling 11 guys at Uncensored 96. This is crazy. This is wild. Pull back, brother. Pull the chairs. Okay. Pull back. Pull back. Come back to us, Macho Man. Relax a little bit. Chill out. It's going to be okay. I hesitate to ask this. I don't want to ask this. Do we have any more?
There's one more, and he's normal.
He's normal.
Pretty normal, yeah.
Pretty normal.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
No one's really normal who listens to it.
Pretty normal.
Yeah.
On the scale of wrestling, it's normal.
I'm going to say this person is a 7 normal. Pretty normal.
Let me hear him.
Brandon Walker, Jordan calling from Show Entertainment, longtime listener, first time calling, was turned on to your podcast by a personal friend of mine, a man who weighs 15% of a metric ton, standing 6 feet, 12 inches tall. Of course, I'm talking about the next big thing in wrestling. I'm talking about the earthquaking, pillar-shaking leader of the Beat Pop Express,
Big Trouble
Ben Bishop. Love the interview this week. Can't wait to see him on TV tonight. My question to you, he's one of the biggest men in wrestling right now. I want to know who your favorite little man in wrestling is. Love the show. Can't wait to hear from you.
Favorite little man in wrestling ever or right now? Little man. I mean, the best little man ever is Ray. Ray, it's not even close. What? What was that?
I was thinking like Dink. I thought when you said little man. And this thought. He could jump and touch his toes. He was a riot.
Probably kick himself in the forehead, too.
Definitely could.
That's wrestling.